I remember Brad calling me, and I'm pretty sure I was at work.
The summer of 2006.
Because it was during the summer, and I've usually been working over the summers here.
I approached Dan, and I said, you know, Dan, how would you like to start our own fraternity?
I think like most of us, the initial reaction was it was just another one of Brad's big ideas that really wasn't going to go through and wasn't really possible for us to do, you know.
It's something that we had joked about before or talked about. I mean, everyone saw Old School.
Kind of after we figured out the logistics of it and realized it was a possibility, I mean, us initial guys kind of jumped on board and kind of went with it.
I don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been. Hanging on the promises and the songs of yesterday, and I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. Here I go again. Here I go again. Though I keep searching for an answer, I never seem to find what I'm looking for. Lord, I pray you give me strength to carry on, 'cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. And here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter I was born to walk alone, and I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time. I'm just another heart in need of rescue, waiting on love's sweet charity. And I'm gonna hold on for the rest of my days, 'cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. And here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter I was born to walk alone, and I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time, but here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go. Cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams.
My name's Jason Shepard. I'm a senior.
My name is Dan Deschaines, and I'm a super senior.
I'm Chris Pike, senior.
My name is Daniel Lonzak, and I'm a senior. Andrew Chartrand, I'm a senior.
I'm Brad Moxley. I'm a senior here at WSU. The idea for starting the colony here, the SAE colony here at Washington State, came actually the summer of 2006. Pretty funny, Dan specifically, I remember sitting on his bed in his apartment back there in that summer, and I said, Dan, and I had this printout of, from the SAE national website, and I said, Dan, check this out. Let's start this fraternity back up. And I remember Dan saying, okay, Brad, enough of your crazy ideas.
My initial reaction to Brad's idea wasn't actually a reaction at all. if you would have known the ideas that he had just prior to this one, you would have not taken him seriously at all.
For Brad to actually have a serious idea, and for anyone that knows Brad, they know that he has crazy ideas, and he came through with a lot of them up until that point that never got followed through on, or that we never could complete. This is the first time that he had an idea that was crazy enough, one of those things where it's just so crazy it might work, and it actually followed through. And I mean, with the group of guys that we had, and the emotion that we had, and the strive that we all had to do it, we were so excited about it. We actually got it done.
Fraternity house on our campus had recently become vacant, so I said, you know, we should buy that. We should raise the money and buy that and start our own fraternity there. And then a girl actually that we knew suggested, hey, the SAE house is empty. Why don't you guys try starting the SAE house back up?
A lot of these other fraternities were set up already, and I'd went through a couple different houses my freshman year and just didn't really like the feel of them. I mean, they had good guys in them, but they were doing the same thing.
When I came to Wazoo my freshman year, I was actually, me and Chris in high school, we decided to room in the dorms together. So right off the bat, I already had my best friend with me coming to college. And not only coming to college, but being my roommate in the dorms. And there wasn't a whole lot of motivation for me to leave that.
I knew nothing about the Greek system. I actually was not really all for it. But I read about this, I read what these guys were doing, and it really opened the door for a bunch of leadership possibilities that I was really interested in.
When I heard the idea from these guys about Sigma Alpha Epsilon, I knew it was going to be something big.
What I really realized, and I think a lot of people see this, is with our alumni who are, you know, anywhere from 26 to 48, 50 years old that we meet with pretty constantly or consistently. If they were in college now, I feel like we'd hang out with them. They would be our friends. Like if they were the ones who lived in the house and for some reason I had gone through recruitment, then I feel like they would be the guys that I would hang out with. They would be the house that I'd choose if I was going to do that. And that was kind of an amazing coincidence to me because it really made everything made sense to me. It really made it so that I felt like I was doing the right thing with the house.
Personally, to me, I mean, it means being in a brotherhood.
Being an SAE is about more than like just the true gentleman or more than just being in a fraternity in general.
A lot of it's about friendship for me because like I'm really proud of all my friends for being able to do all the things we've done. It really made a huge mark on this campus. If you think about it, in 30 years from now, we'll come back and we can say that we did that.
I'm talking 10 years, 15 years down the road. When I come back and I see everything in this house that was envisioned from the very beginning, but built upon year after year after year, to it being a house that has been following our standards and has been a very, like, it will be the top house as far as the brothers and the people within it, and I want to come back and feel the same comfort that I felt when as much as the first days I met these guys.
The opportunity to make a difference on campus, make a difference after school, just being part of something bigger than myself, being able to put my stamp on something and kind of leave a legacy on campus.
That was those 15 guys half of them from Federal Way that came up out of nowhere, never wanted to be in a fraternity, and did this whole thing on their own. And it really does mean a lot to me. I mean, that's something that we'll always have for the rest of our life, that we did that on a college campus of 26,000 people.
We got a lot of guys that want to step up and take roles that don't really have the opportunity to do that right now with us older guys in. And I mean, us older guys are the ones that selected all the younger guys, and we know that they can do it. So I feel totally comfortable giving them the reins.
This coming December, I'll be leaving. Most of the original guys will be gone, and it'll be kind of a transition period where SAE is going to have to, the younger guys that have been stepping up with us around are going to have to really prove it to themselves and to everybody else in the house that they are leaders without us here. They can give out directions and not take them from me.
My goal as the president and our for the fall term is that when I graduate in December, when I leave this campus, I want to leave Washington Beta exactly where I envisioned it to be when I first started. And I'm going to work as hard as I have to over the summer and the next semester to make sure that all the loose ends are tied up, everything's set to go, and that it will ensure our success for the next years to come.